Okay, friends, today is stacked. We got huge casting news, spicy rankings, and some seriously fun debates across Marvel and DC. We're talking the roadmap for the possible DCU, the best superhero comebacks, relaunches that face planted, classic movies that wouldn't make it today, and why Captain America might really be the strongest Avenger. Plus, we got a big Daredevil Season 2 cast roundup that you don't want to miss. My name's Bryant. Welcome to Comic Issues Daily on the I Have Comic Issues channel, and let's jump right into it. First, we got from CBR's Mariah Garcia. They lay out 10 comics to check out if you're excited about the DCU's future. Using the end of Peacemaker as a springboard for what's next, with DC Studios setting up a meta-human conflict that could ripple across the slate. The best move right now is to dig into the source material. And confirmed inspiration includes Tom King's Mr. Miracle and Supergirl's Woman of Tomorrow. And then we also got, because we got the 2026 Supergirl film starring Millie Alcott leaning into that powerful emotional space opera vibe with Kara and Ruthie's vengeance quest. And then some other source material that we could possibly pull from. We got some darker corners mapped out, like the planet Salvation as a reoccurring idea, nodding to Salvation Run. We got a Swamp Thing film pulling from the Alan Moore era and Clayface vibes via One Bad Day Clayface. Perfect for the body horror angle. Add in Tom King on a Mr. Miracle animated series. And then we got Paradise Lost with Themyscira political drama. And we got essential new Teen Titans that could be really interesting. We got a grounded Lantern story coming up on HBO Max that's while still reading Hal Jordan and the Green Lanterns. And then Grant Morrison's going to have Damian Wayne, or inspired Damian Wayne and Batman and Son as a source material. And Brainiac's Hughes via Superman House of Brainiac. A lot of interesting stuff coming out, or that they're going to be pulling from, or possibly pulling from. And smash like if you're grabbing any of these reads or have read them. Let me know what you think of them and tell me which one is on your list. And speaking of characters who come roaring back, let's talk about the biggest Marvel comeback so far. All right, Maxwell Pisna at CBR ranked 10 Marvel superheroes with the best comeback, and it opens with a bang. Captain America frozen out of the golden age and revived in Avengers 4 instantly reclaimed the spotlight. Jean Grey earns comeback master status. Her return after Dark Phoenix is the blueprint. And then you got Thor from 2007, resurgence, and the tense Iron Man face-off, plus Bucky Barnes reborn as Winter Soldier before stepping into the Cap's mantle. Creative revamps matter too. Moon Knight leveled up with the Ellis Shelby tone shift, while Guardians of the Galaxy's mid-2000 lineup became the version everyone knows today. Immortal Hulk turned Bruce into a must-read after Civil War II, and Cyclops' radical phase post-Avengers vs. X-Men made him more compelling than ever. Drop your pick for the greatest Marvel comeback in the chat and hit subscribe so you don't miss out on our next deep dive in the future. And of course, not every return hits. Some relaunches crash and burn. And here we go. Let's see what those are. David Harth. Wow. Okay. David Harth at comicbook.com lists the 10 most disappointing Marvel relaunches, and Return of Wolverine from 2019 takes the top spot. Gorgeous art from McNiven and Shalvey, but hot claws, lost healing factor, and setups that went nowhere left fans cold. Marvel Legacy tried to copy DC Rebirth momentum, but that $9.99 opener and same creator, same stories feel didn't deliver a true reset. Even bold era stumbles like the Krakoa Age is dinged for fizzling after Hickman's left, leading to a middling books and a rough ending. Chuck Ashton's X-Men gets slammed post Morrison, all new, all different, is called Meddling, and Marvel Now 2.0 is tagged DOA after Civil War II. And odd detours like Angel resurrected Punisher, the Inhuman push from the ashes, and McKay's Avengers catching fallout from real world King drama all make the list. Agree, disagree? Tell me your most disappointing relaunch in the comments. And since we're stirring the pot, let's take it to the movies. Sage Ashford as CBR ranked 10 overrated superhero movies that would flop if they came out today. And the first one we got is X-Men from 2000 is at the top. Massive for his time, but the leather suits and the leather suit embarrassed to be a superhero movie vibe wouldn't fly now. The Burton Schumacher Batman film gets dragged for messy fights, murdery Batman take, and tonal weirdness that modern audiences would roast. It doesn't spare the recent stuff. Aquaman of 2018 is framed as the riding the peak MCU sugar high. Suicide Squad made bank despite chaos. Fantastic Four from 2005, quips and flat doom don't age well. Superman 2 character issues, and Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie rely almost as entirely on nostalgia. Which classic did Sage get wrong? Sound off and share this with a friend who needs a reality check. All right, let's pivot back to fan favorite debates. Caps power receipts. Um, Caroline Uza Odie at CBR spotlights 10 times Captain America proved he's the strongest Avengers. We got the Endgame Mjolnir moment in the heart punch is the heart punch proof. Worthiness, courage, and that perfect Ultron setup payoff. All right. In Civil War, Cap's choice to protect Bucky leads to the defining throwdown with Tony, neutralizing Iron Man and wrecking the tech isn't luck, it's skill and resolve. The feet stack up. The helicopter hold in Civil War is pure super soldier strength, and the brief Infinity War grip on Thanos' hand shows willpower that even the Titan respects. Strategic wins count too. Namor in Captain America 365, the Hulk KO memory in Fallen Sun, and the Dark Celestial grenade move in Avengers Volume 8, Issue number 3, fully expecting to die for the greater good. Is Cap the strongest, or do you have another number one? Drop your pick below. And since we're calling shots, let's call out some villains who never quite hit. Sean Lelos at comicbook.com ranks the 10 worst Marvel villains. The Beyonder tops it all. Once the biggest gun in Secret Wars, then turned into a punchline by Secret Wars 2, and later undercut by the Beyonders as a whole. Uh, excuse me. And then we got MODOK works best as comedy. Dr. Bong can't get taken seriously, and Mojo wastes heroes on reality TV nonsense. Some are conceptually weak or dated. Strife slides after Executioner song. Hate Monger is a lazy shortcut for racism stories and street level foes like the Owl Arcade and Egghead rarely threaten for real. No promised an era defining Big Bang bad in King in Black, but felt more bark than bite. Think any of those deserve more respect, or is No actually awesome? Defend them in the chat and let me know. And now for a fun curveball. Great films you forgot started as comics. All right. And Ashley Land at CBR lists 8 perfect movies everyone forgot are based on comics. Edge of Tomorrow, time loop action traces back to All You Need Is Kill. All You Need Is Kill, a history of violence by Wagner Locke. Plays like an Oscar caliber crime thriller, and Road to Perdition, Colin Rines stands as a top tier 2000 gangster story with a powerful father and son core. Genre gems with comic roots keep coming. We got 30 Days of Night, by Niles and Templesmith, delivering icy, terrifying vampires. Snowpiercer adapts the French graphic novel into a sharp classic parable. The Mask springs from Arcudi, Mankey, and Richardson's comics, and for Vendetta brings more Lloyd anti-fascist punch, and 300 channels Miller and Varley's stylized war. Which one surprised you the most? Tell me the ones that made you go, wait, that was a comic? And it's time to land it with the big TV headlines everyone's waiting on. All right, next we got, oh, looks like I'm, all right, hold on a second. All right, next story we got is about the Daredevil cast. Well, looks like I missed the headline here. Uh, Marcus Hamlick over at comicbook.com argued that other dynamic duo deserve DC's other dynamic duo deserves the Batman and Robin treatment, and that's Barry Allen and Wally West. Unlike drama-soaked pairings with mentor sidekicks, bonds their mentor uh, sidekick bond was healthy from the jump, and modern fans barely have stories that center that partnership. Uh, he's calling for a fresh year one style book to spotlight how Barry's steady hand and Wally's energy pulled the best from each other, exploring themes of found family and confidence, with DC leaning back into classic heroism. This is the perfect moment. If you want a Barry and Wally year one, hit the like and comment flash year one. All right, let's close with the cast everyone's buzzing about. And you've already given you a little hint of it. And Jordan Leboshi at CBR rounds up every actor confirmed for Daredevil Born Again Season 2, which is premiering in March on Disney+. After Fisk outlaws superheroes and imposes martial law, Daredevil leads a resistance. Charlie Cox returns as Matt Murdock, now in his 5th season as the vigilante, with Vincent D'Onofrio back as Mayor Wilson Fisk. Deborah Ann Wolf is playing Karen Page and takes on a bigger leadership role. Eldon Henson's Foggy somehow resurfaces after the shocking season 1 opener, and John Bernthal returns as the Punisher ahead of a special presentation. And the NYCC trailer confirms Kristen Ritter's Jessica Jones joins the fight, and new faces including Matthew Lillard as Mr. Charles, with theories about Mr. Fear. Wilson Bethel's Bullseye returns, and Ayelet Zuri is back as Vanessa Fisk, a leading villain, and Lily Taylor reportedly as the governor clashing with Fisk. Which mashup are you most hyped for? Punisher, Jessica Jones, Bullseye, Vanessa? Tell me below and hit the subscribe for the daily updates. All right, and last thing we got here for you is the CovrPrice Daily Shakers Report. And let's wrap things up, like I said, with the Shakers Report. The sales are wild, starting off with Ultimate Fallout 4, the Marko Djurjevic 1 in 25 variant from 2011, and it just sold for a whopping $9,000 in a CGC 9.8. I heard that's come down a little bit from where it used to be during the COVID boom. That's a huge number for the first appearance of Miles Morales and one of the most iconic modern keys of the last decade. And then next we got Tales of Suspense, issue number 39 from 1962. The classic first appearance of Iron Man landed an impressive $8,549 in a CGC 5.0. And right behind it, we got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the original 1984 Kevin Eastman regular cover, brought in $8,500 in a CGC 6.0, proving that those black and white indie keys are still monster sellers. And then after that, we got Silver and Bronze Age Powerhouse, kept the momentum going. We got Fantastic Four, issue number 5 from 1962, the Jack Kirby regular cover. I believe it's the first appearance of Doctor Doom. Sold for $6,700 on a CGC 4.0. And Incredible Hulk, issue number 181, the classic Herb Trimpe Wolverine debut from 1974, pulled in $4,700 in a CDC 8.5. And then Superman number 8 from 1941 came in strong at $3,100 in the CDC 4.5. Following that up came Fantastic Four issue number 50, which hit $3,000 in a CDC 9.0. And we got The Man Without Fear following that one up. And Daredevil issue number 1 from 1964 landed in at $2,925 in a CDC 4.5. And finishing out, we got Fantastic Four issue number 4, which sold for $2,400. And it's the first Silver Age appearance of Submariner in a CDC 5.5, like I think said, so for $2,400. And topping out our top 10 Cover Price Daily Shakers Report, we got Amazing Spider-Man issue number 300, the Todd McFarlane classic from 1988, the first appearance of Eddie Brock as Venom, swung in at $2,350 on a CDC 9.8. Some of these absolute beautiful keys moving major money today. If any of these are sitting in your long box, maybe it's time to check those prices again. Hit the like button if you love seeing these market updates. And excuse me, and that's the Shakers wrap for today. Let's roll straight into our closing segment that I want to tell you about. And the next thing is every Sunday night I have the Comic Channel Origin live stream, where I talk to comic book YouTube content creators about how they've grown their YouTube channel from where they started at 0 up to where they are today, and how their journey has progressed along the way. And this Sunday at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern, I will be interviewing Paul from Sector 2815 YouTube channel about how he's grown his channel. So please join us. Please ask questions. It'll be a lot of fun, and look forward to seeing you there. And then also a huge thanks to our channel sponsor, Ron's Comic Closet. He has new issues, and he has back issues and other collectibles. And if you use code IHaveIssues at checkout, you'll get 20% off your first purchase with Ron. So check him out. Thank you for being here today. If you've had fun, even with all my mess ups, tap the like button, drop a comment with your hottest takes, and share this with a friend who needs some more comics in their feed. Subscribe with notifications on so you never miss an episode. I promise they'll get better, and hope that all of your issues are comics, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.